Hey guys, so it's been a while since I last sat down and filmed for you guys or really filmed anything, and I'm kind of having trouble keeping up with time recently, as I'm sure many of us are. And on that note, I've been thinking a lot about you guys. I really hope that you are doing okay, but I know also that many of you are just here for the content, for the topic of this video, and that is favorites. I just really felt like sitting down and doing like an easy kind of mindless, chill video where I can chat to you guys about things that I like. Oh yeah, and also I wanted an excuse to do a giveaway because there's gonna be two winners. Not four, two. There's gonna be two winners. So I have two prize sets. Stay tuned for that. Let's get into it. Starting with beauty favorites, I have my Tarte Quench Lip Rescue in the shade Buff. This was a birthday gift from my mum this year. I had requested a product like this, something that I could apply without a mirror, that was in a nice natural lip tone shade, you know, like your lips but better. And she hit the nail on the head. This is so perfect for that. I love this so much. One of my new all-time favorite lip products. It's a really nice, slightly sheer lip color, and it has a bit of a gloss to it. I am wearing it right now. It's a really beautiful product. I highly recommend it. You guys, we are barely into this video. We've talked about one product, and can you hear that? Can you hear that sound in my voice? Barely even talking at all. Oh my god. Mavala nail polishes are next on my list. I just have a few of my favorites here to kind of hold up, but I have a whole bunch of different colors by them. I just love these polishes. The quality is so good. They come in these really nice little bottles to minimize wastage. You know how annoying it is when you buy a big bottle of nail polish and you're only a third of the way through it before it starts going all gloopy and sticky and you just have to throw it out. And trust me, I've tried all the tricks where you put the nail polish remover in and shake it up, and it's just not the same. So many beautiful colors. I'll insert cutaways of some of my favorites. This combination I'm wearing right now is one of my favorites. It creates this really pretty 70s peachy color. And if you follow my Insta stories, which you should if you don't already, you would have seen my 80s inspired look that I created with these colors. This is from the Dash and Splash collection by Mavala. They actually sent this to me, and as soon as I opened the box, I knew this was 80s inspired. They're just the perfect 80s colors, especially this purple and this teal. And that brings me to the giveaway. I have one set of the 80s cream colors to give away, and also the glitter colors, and each of you will also receive a Marva Dry spray because I have two of those. So here are the two prize packs. The giveaway will be open worldwide, and the terms and conditions and everything will just be in the description box below. Just click the link to enter the giveaway below. It will be randomly drawn. And lastly, I have a discount code. It's just Sophie15 for 15% off the entire Mavala Australia website. I will put the code and the website link in the description box below as well. I'm sure many of you guys can relate when I say that my hands have been very dry lately for obvious reasons. So I've been turning to my favorite Josie Maran whipped argan oil body butter. I've talked about this in multiple videos, definitely in one of my Christmas gift guides. It is just such a beautiful body butter. I got totally sucked in by one of those, it was like QVC or some home shopping channel a couple of years ago in the US, and I actually talked to my sister about how much I wanted it, and then she got it for me as a gift. And I have multiple jars of these. I have mini travel ones. It's got this gorgeous, soft, silky texture. It doesn't feel too greasy, but it still feels emollient and hydrating, and it's not sticky. It's just really silky smooth, and it has this beautiful whipped texture. So a really great versatile product if you want something that will last you, that is really high quality. And last in the beauty category, we have the Winter Skin Gradual Tanning Moisturizer by EcoTan. This brand was recommended to me by one of you guys, probably on Twitter. And I say this all the time in my favorites videos, that your recommendations are some of my favorites. So if you want to give me recommendations, follow my Twitter and or my Insta story, because that is where I ask for them. This is my first time using fake tan. I think it's a great option for those with naturally fair skin who are just getting into tanning like me. The only thing I will say is that even though it's called a moisturizer, you do have to treat it like actual self tanner. You have to rub it in properly in the circular motions. I usually wear 3 coats of this, and I actually had to purchase a more tanned foundation to match it. I'm not currently wearing it now, but I have taken photos when I am wearing it, so I'll insert those here. The smell is, I would say, pretty tolerable. I have like a hound's nose, as they say, very sensitive smell, And the first time I used it, it annoyed me a little bit just because I could notice it, but I think after the second time, it just didn't bother me. And the last great thing about this, even with 3 coats, I don't feel the need to rush to exfoliate this off when it starts to fade. It fades generally very evenly and it's not noticeable. And I only really have to exfoliate maybe my neck and chest a little bit if it starts to get a bit patchy. That's the only areas that I get patchy personally. But my legs, for example, it's like the most perfect even fade. I don't even have to worry about them, and then I'll just exfoliate as I do regularly. So I really, really enjoy this. So thank you so much to those of you who suggested it. Let's talk lifestyle favorites next. I have my newest Erin Condren Life Planner. It's got such a pretty cover. Look at that gold on the edge. I much prefer this to the design of the one I had last year for sure. And that was actually the hardbound planner, but they have phased that out and now they have the soft-bound planner, which is very similar, same dimensions, same layout and everything. It's just softer, but I still find it quite sturdy and very easy to write in, even if I'm just writing on my lap. And I just really enjoy Erin Condren products. I've talked about them many times before because the paper quality is really good. I love the vertical layout. It works so well for me, and the way that my, whoa, there go my stickers. I'll show you those. Actually, I'll show you my stickers in a second because I got custom stickers to go with it. But yeah, the layout just, it works so well with the way that my brain works, morning, afternoon, and evening. And it's very colorful, but you can choose like the neutral layout if you want, which I think is just, you know, shades of gray and black, but I like the colorful. It's a little bit more fun to look at, you know? These are some of my custom stickers. These ones just say gym with like a little dumbbell next to them. I got them in various colors because sometimes I like to mix up the colors I use on every week, like the colored highlighters and stuff. And then I have this one for Orange Theory when I go to those classes. And then I have other ones for like travel and baking in different colors as well. And then they also do customization. It has my name in gold foil there on the front. So that's why Erin Condren products make a really great gift because you can get them personalized. They have really good customer service as well. I just have been a fan of the Erin Condren brand for several years now. Gosh, it's been at least like, let me think, maybe 6 or 7 years, I'd say. And I do have a referral link as well. So if you sign up via the link in the description and then make your purchase, you will get $10 off. So definitely check that out if you plan on buying anything. They also have notebooks and a whole variety of different other really cute planning and writing products. Go and check them out if you're looking for some cute stationery and, you know, other products like that. Next we have what is definitely the most aesthetically pleasing favorite of the video, and it is my candle by Over Rose. It has a really strong scent. You can smell it when it's just sitting on your counter, not even burning, and when it does burn, it really fills the space and travels very far. It has this beautiful iridescent jar, kind of in an AB, as you would say. So I recently learned that for describing crystals, if they are AB, that stands for Aurora Borealis, so it kind of changes color as it moves. It's so gorgeous. I'll definitely have to repurpose this jar when I've burned through it all. And the box it came in is also very aesthetic. Look at those wavy edges, and I'm gonna open it for you guys because it's so satisfying. It fits perfectly in there, and then the edges, they line up. I don't know why, I just find it so satisfying. Of course, I have to mention tasty treats. I have these semi-sweet chocolate baking chips. I talked about these in one of my recent vlogs. I'll put the playlist above somewhere. I bought 4 packs of these in America and brought them home with me because they are that good. We can't get them here. They are accidentally dairy-free. They're just really tasty to snack on. I literally just like keep them in a jar and eat them. I haven't even used these for baking, but I'm sure they would be delicious in baked goods as well. For my fashion favorites, I only have kind of one thing really to talk about, and that is the Missguided oversized t-shirts. You guys might remember the matching set that I shared in a previous video. I will insert cutaways. It's this gray cropped t-shirt that I actually cropped myself, and then the matching shorts. So this was just an oversized t-shirt originally, but I really love the crew neckline of these Missguided oversized t-shirts. It's like a true crew neck, because for me, the problem I have is when like it's really, I don't know, I really don't like the way that scoop necks, like wider neckline looks on me, and I think it's because I have broad shoulders or something, but I really like that true crew neck. It just looks really cute. Then I also got it in black and cropped it as well. And finally, I got it in grey and cropped it as well. So I have 3 of these now. They come in a variety of different colours. I will link the ones I have, or just put a link for whatever I can find below, of course, along with everything else. But they all have a really consistent fit and cut. And I tend to get either a size Australian 6 or 8, which is, I think, the same as UK sizing, and in the US that would be, so 2 or 4. Yeah. Now you might be thinking, but Sophie, Missguided already sell cropped t-shirts like this. Why don't you just buy them already cropped? No, they're just not the same. They don't have the same cut. For me, it has to be these ones, and I crop them myself. It's just, they have the best fit. Now moving on to TV shows and movies. First is Ozark season 3. You guys know Ozark is one of my favorite shows. I feel like it's definitely very slept on. It involves the drug cartel and money laundering. That's not a spoiler at all. You find out all that stuff right away in the first episode. I still remember it clearly. It's very intense right off the bat. It's a great show. I've talked about this before, I'm sure, in other videos, but I really highly recommend it. And next, Curb Your Enthusiasm season 10. Curb is one of my all-time favorite shows of all time. I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. Huge Larry David fan. If you haven't seen Curb, you are so lucky, because there are so many episodes that you get to watch, and like, oh my god, when I first discovered Curb Your Enthusiasm, maybe like 5 years ago or so, it was just the best. It's so funny because there are other shows I used to think I found funny, like Parks and Recreation and Broad City. I watched all those before Curb Your Enthusiasm, and then I was like, oh my god, I can't believe all this time, all these years, I didn't watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. Don't really know where I'm going with this, but I love Curb. Go and check it out if you haven't. I recently watched the entire first season of this new Netflix show called I'm Not Okay With This. I think it has like half the cast of the movie It. That's a slight exaggeration, but yeah, it's definitely like falls into the category of like retro-ish feeling TV shows, Stranger Things. I don't know, when you watch, if you guys have seen it, you know what I mean. It's like, it definitely is following a trend of Netflix TV shows. I actually really enjoyed that series. I think I finished it in 2 days. The episodes are quite short, without spoiling it. I think supernatural, teen drama, comedy, you know, the way that season 1 ended. I'm very excited to see where season 2 goes. If you want something fun and easy to watch, definitely check it out. I also finished the series Lock and Key. I just gave it a try because a lot of people are talking about it, and there are some parts of it that, I don't know, some characters I find kind of annoying, some parts that I don't like, but overall it was generally very entertaining. Basically, it's about a family that move into a new house in a new town. It's actually a house owned by their family, and the 3 siblings begin to discover these reality bending keys, and the keys have different functions and do all really cool things. Just a really fun, cool, creative show to watch. It actually kind of reminds me of like Spiderwick Chronicles. I do remember watching that movie. I don't know why, it kind of reminds me of that. I have 3 movies to talk about. I'm going to open my Letterboxd app to give you guys the synopsis of them. Oh yeah, if you want to follow me on Letterboxd, I'll put Letterboxd is an app where you can like log and review movies that you watch. My first movie to talk about is Uncut Gems. It's about a jeweler in New York City who is also a gambler, and he gets into a series of very high stakes bets, and it's a very intense movie. It's the kind of movie where you'll be like yelling at the characters on the screen and be like, what the hell are you doing? Highly recommend you check it out. Little Women, of course, I have to talk about. I saw it on the 1st of January this year. What a great way to kick off the new year, even though it's kind of gone downhill since then. Directed by Greta Gerwig, and Saoirse Ronan was like the perfect person to play Jo March. It's just a beautiful film in general, and lovely score, great costuming, just so many great elements. Like the food in that movie looked so good. You know that spread on Christmas? Like, oh my god, it looks so good. Parasite is of course on my list, highly talked about. I hear people describing it as like a horror film, but it's really like a very intense thriller, dark comedy film. It definitely has horror elements. After the Academy Awards, Australian cinemas released this, so I was really excited that I was able to see it in cinemas. I had so much trouble finding it online, and it was actually the last movie that I saw in cinemas before they all closed down. I'm actually not going to go into any detail about it at all. I actually would recommend watching the trailer, because I did see the trailer a couple of times and it does not give away anything. It's really well edited, and that was the perfect amount of knowledge before I watched the film. Also, I want to let you guys know that I'm on TikTok, but no, I didn't just jump on the bandwagon now. I've had TikTok since 2018. That's right, I was slightly ahead of the curve. But yeah, I think I just watched so many TikTok meme videos back then that I ended up downloading it. When I publish this video, I think I'm also going to have my first TikTok uploaded. So if you'd like to check it out, my username is just the same as everywhere and it'll be right here on the screen. You can also follow me on Instagram. I post to my stories very often, and follow me on Twitter. You can also check out my Depop and my shop. Those will also be both linked below. Basically everything you can possibly imagine will be linked below. And don't forget to don't forget to enter the giveaway. That's what I was struggling to say there. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video.